To make a decision this afternoon that will change things. Josh Bellamy, one of the Quins' loanees, gets the game underway, and is Noah Ferdinand who plants his shoulder into proceedings, and it will be a whole. Wilkinson is having a nibble.
They're getting great outside latches on these carries to get them over the gain line here.
Towards that post, and it's a dive! And I think this is going to be a popular score. It's the man that right at the start of the game looked as though he may have picked up an injury. But there's your answer. Luke Jones is our scorer. And it is exactly what Richmond would have dreamt about last night.
Yeah, very bold decision there to go for the corner. We were questioning it here up in the comms, and they've proved us right, or proved us wrong, sorry. Opportunities when they're down at the Scottish line. Fluffed their first line out, no mistakes on the second attempt.
We'll pass over to Obonna past the first man, pumping those legs towards the line. Jones looking for his second snipe. Referee's in position, peering in, trying to find out where it is. They go short side, and they've got another. I think it might be Harry Hocking who's coming up and being congratulated. We'll have to see on the replays. Certainly the man with the ball in his paws. Another score for Richmond, and it looks as though the plan is working, Billy Harding.
Definitely taking them on up front, beating them in those close quarter carries. Nugent with a fantastic carry, a bit too early, and that's off.
It is intriguing, fascinating in a sense. Richmond, in a way, Richmond needed to score before half-time just to double under the scorers for Richmond in the first half. They lead in this relegation playoff. The ball is not going to go 10 metres from Connor Slevin, and tiny little moment for
but Richmond can pull away if they score.
Third time's a charm. Nugent, better rolling ball, looks inexorable towards that line. They look as though they're there. Jamie Parr's arm is in the air, and it's Harry Hocking at the double.
They really landed their punch there on that maul, Sam, and you could see they were creeping forwards, and the dam bust.
It is so tricky. It's tricky to execute, but once you execute it, once you get the wheels and the cogs moving in the right way, he's also had a fantastic season on the bench.
He has went head to head with Will a lot last year.
Yeah, heads back to Wales, but will always be especially welcomed in this part of southwest London. Obonna out wide, looked as though it was a score. Paul Altier gets his try. He's done exceptionally well in the last few weeks, and I did have a feeling he would play a part today. Obonna with the initial break, and the pass was very flat, shall we call it. Referee and touch judge in line, and the try will stand, and maybe that is the first nail that goes into this coffin. Obonna with the outside arc, a beautiful pass to London Scottish's play. Shepherd out the back. Lineker has to stop and go. Lineker towards that line. He thinks about reaching. Ball over the top. Out here is Povey. Towards that line. Yes, he gets there. Scottish eventually breached that line. Is there more?
Might be a yellow card here as well.
Monson. Lovely offload. The man who was in the bin a few moments ago, Miles Wakeling on the end of it. Ball over the top. Obonna. This would be a popular score. It is. Chidera Obonna gets his 7th try of the champ season and guarantees that Richmond will play in England's 2nd tier next year. It's been a game which has had to be managed. They've had to work on it. They've had to go about it with an industry, with an endeavour. But slowly but surely they have smothered this game. They've taken everything out of it. Billy Harding, and Obonna goes over. Callum Grieve with a monster kick from out wide, sails handsomely through the posts, and if that was, he's not shy in coming forward, is he?
No, played with him and against him, and there's the final whistle.
A consummate victory in the end, one that was managed well. There were nerves, there was a little bit of caginess to start with, but ultimately Richmond have been the better side today and this afternoon, and it is his London Scottish